Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Steelers going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Bell, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Come on, let's go!
2nd down, Kaiser. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go!
This is Crowell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 5. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go!
To throw is Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know if I'm calling an offense and I see that I can get man coverage with my tight end against a linebacker. I'm trying to go to him each and every time, but how about that coverage there? Stayed right there with him.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I know neither one of us does research as busy work. 4 block kicks in 2015.
Yep, for the Browns.
For the Browns.
Tied for the most in the NFL.
And we just see another one here. It's amazing how you try and correct something, and sometimes you work so hard to correct it, you still find a way to give it up. It's amazing.
The kicking game woes rear their ugly head again. The Steelers making their way out. And, you know, Charles, if you believe in linear progression, could be a super season in the Steel City. 4 years ago, they didn't make the playoffs. 3 years ago, they lost in the wild card game. 2 years ago in the division round, and last year in the AFC title game. So if form holds, Could be your AFC champions in February.
Wouldn't that be something? What kind of progression is that?
Linear.
Yeah.
But someone told me that. I'm not taking credit for it.
Well, we're going to roll with it, aren't we? Because I agree with you. This is a team that's in the playoffs last year. They went ahead and drafted T.J. Watt, an outside linebacker who can rush off the edge out of Wisconsin to give them a little more pop on defense. Then on the offensive side of the ball, we're all rooting for James Conner, the rookie out of Pittsburgh.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Powerful running. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Three and a half to go, first quarter. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run with Crowell, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll throw here, Kaiser. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. On 4th down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
This is Bell. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So there you go, sack number 1 in the career of the number 1 pick, Myles Garrett.
Oh, I can't wait to see how he continues to adapt in the NFL. We know he's got speed. We know he's got length. What kind of change-ups and counters is he going to have to deal with those NFL offensive tackles?
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Finding room inside the 40. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jamie Meter coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know every down's important, but you know as well as I do, partner. 3rd down is key for both offenses and defenses, and Cleveland's got to get better on 3rd down on D.
And what they did right there, you're right, they need more of. They were tied for 30th in the NFL in sacks last year, but a big one there brings up a punting situation. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and with them so many facts we can hit on, but unfortunately not many good. 9 consecutive losing seasons, 4-28 the last 2 years, 26 starting quarterbacks since coming back in '99. Only one of 2 non-expansion teams to never appear in a Super Bowl. You get the point, so give me some optimism.
Well, they're hoping it'll just be one starting quarterback in 2017, someone who will solidify that position for the team. And then think about what they did in the draft, though. 3 first-round draft picks, including Myles Garrett, the #1 overall pick in the draft, a defensive end out of Texas A&M. They're hoping it's a fresh start and a new direction for Cleveland.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now it's Crowell. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive, but I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland plays even with people, not from behind, he'll get more carries, more touches, and his yardage will go up.
On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Come on, let's go.
On third. He finds Coleman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 20 and picking up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
They go play action. Kaiser. And it's caught. So 1:55 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This will be fielded at the 17. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Kaiser now on second down. Wide open receiver, complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Kaiser now. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
On the counter, here's Bell. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports studio. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go. 1,
Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the...
Run! Run! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Second down following the run.
Look! Come on!
Again, it's Crowell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go! Flex round! Ohio! Here we go!
Kaiser now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go!
Crowell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Come on, let's run!
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 76 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Second down, Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, Corral. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. The rookie first-rounder David Njoku with it. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
David Njoku, nearly 17 yards a catch in college. Those are wide receiver numbers.
Yeah, went to Miami. Brad Kaya was his quarterback. They were a really good combo. Also, how about the wingspan of the young rookie? 35.25-inch arms.
Quarterbacks love that. That catch radius, huge. And what he does after the catch, really impressive.
Kaiser on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He has Brett over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to...
way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here we go. Ohio.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Let's go. Ohio.
Kaiser yet again. And that's caught inside the 35. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right on the 30-yard line. first down carry now for Crowell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second down, here's Crowell. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll go again with Bell. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at about the 28. This offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Crowell, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Kaiser to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that's incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Roethlisberger. And James has it. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Bell had some room to work. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A good pickup there at 22. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, No more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. The 40. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Crowell's going to try and run for it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Browns, of course, 1-15 last season, but an opening day win in their sights if they can hold on. Following the interception, Kaiser under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Flex round!
Kaiser here looking to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ohio! Here we go! What? 90! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Brand 38! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Play fake. Kaiser going deep for Kenny Britt. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. 30, past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Set! Black 80! You got 4.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Roethlisberger. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a handoff to Crowell. scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it with Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Browns, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
you.